Hello YouTube, it's been a while since we did a demo video. I usually do them for Steam Next Fest, which I'm sure you know if you've seen this channel before. This is not Steam Next Fest, however, the game we're playing today, which is called Let Them Trade, is coming to Steam Next Fest next month. It even says down there in the bottom right, I've just noticed there's a cat sleeping on the menu in the top middle there, just hanging out. But yeah, I thought we'd jump into this. I've been wanting to play some more demos recently. I missed the last Steam Next Fest because of real life. Was very busy. So I haven't played many demos of anything that's coming out this year, which is rare for me. So we're going to jump in, take it nice and easy with what looks to be a very comfy, pleasant, and very different art style, you'll notice. But this is a city builder slash simulation game, and it is set for release at some point this year. Does not have a release date just yet. It is developed by Spaceflower and published by Byte Rockers Games. And it is, well, it says Q3 2025, so anytime after summer, really, is what we're looking at. But, as you can see from the main menu, it is designed with wood. All the characters and locations, buildings, etc. are all designed to look like little wooden buildings, which I think is very pleasant. And it looks like a nice old-style board game. So we're going to jump in, play 20 minutes or so. I've waffled enough in this intro, so we'll get into it and see what it's like. But it looks very nice. I feel like this is a nice way to spend the weekend. So we will start off with the basics. We've got a starting budget. Should I be concerned? I'm not usually very good at budgeting. But I love that it is set out like a board game, like it's even on top of a table. I wonder how much of like the surrounding area we can see. Greetings! Welcome. I'm the king, your monarch and sovereign. This clever little fellow on my shoulder is my most trusted advisor, Mr. Nuts. I feel like you could have given him a better name other than Mr. Nuts, but squeak squeak. I have big plans to grow the economy, but I can't oversee everything personally. Feasts and balls are so time intensive that I hardly find the time to do much else. So I'm looking for someone who's as hard working as I am, and you look like just the right person. Are we sure about that? It's Saturday, mate. I'm going to be honest. Up in the top right, we'll see main quests, side quests, milestones. Side quests and milestones are optional, but main quests must be completed to finish the scenario. Alright, move the camera. I don't think we need too much information on that. Up, down, left, right. Can we pan the camera? Oh, we can! That's exactly what I was hoping for. Where are we? We're just in someone's living room. Oh, look at the cat. I love that, like... Can we just point out that, like, the actual layout of the game is, like, this lovely wooden board, but then there's just a hyper-realistic cat in the background? Incredible. Incredible. Right. Pan forwards, pan backwards, pan right, pan left. I got distracted. And we can do a little bit of rotation as well. Zoom in, zoom out. Editor, cut this out. Okay, it's time to build your first city. Place a city center. Okay, in the basics tab. Boom. Nailed it. This is my city, by the way. It's currently a man on a cart. Build a new city for potato. We're building a city for potatoes? Okay. I see that we can speed this up a bit, which is good. This is the way I play most of these games. We just slap the fast forward button and see how it goes. Right. Place production residential buildings on neighboring tiles. Okay, it's giving Civ is what it's giving. Start by placing 2 potato farms on fertile soil and 2 peasant homes. It's always peasants with you people. It's always peasants with you. Right, let me go back to normal speed and we will build a peasant home. You can go there. Build a potato farm. You can go there. And then we'll build another home over there. And then we'll fast forward. Get to it. But yeah, I really like the art style of this game that kind of reminds me of, like, it's a little bit like Sylvanian Families or something to that effect. But you just see all these little wooden people just running about, which I love, to be honest. I think it's a really imaginative way of doing a game like this. I feel like we see so many similar games that all just have that cartoony art style. But then to have one that's literally just wood. And also even moving water, which kind of looks like sand. It kind of reminds me of those little like Zen garden things you see on people's desks. Right. Oh, we need another potato farm. Well, why didn't you say? You probably did say so. I wasn't listening, let's be honest. This is very pleasant so far. I can imagine this is just a nice, like, hour-long time waster on a weekend or an evening. Oh my god, this little guy is farming potatoes for his little wooden life. Look at him go. Did you see the little guys with carts transporting resources? Oh, I did. All resources must be transported from where they're produced to where they're consumed, and transporters are responsible for this. You will see arrows which indicate the distance which will need to be travelled by transporters. A city has a limited amount of transporters, which means the bigger the city gets, the farther they need to travel, and the more difficult it will be for them to keep up. Okay. You may have noticed some great unexplored tiles to the northeast of the castle, and we can have a scout send out a knight. Okay. I'll get right on that. Oh my god, look at his little wooden horse. I love that they're actually designed to look like little wooden toys. We zoom in on Sir Osric here. That is fantastic. Okay, let's get you to go there, I guess. Oh, he's off. He's going. There's something so satisfying about watching that. It's really well animated. I like that. Alright, Sir Osric. Get you to go over here. He's really thinking about it. I was kind of imagining that he was going to go through this grey tile, but he decided not to. Are you gonna do that? Do we need to actually, like... Wait. Oh, you're not in... Are you not in scout mode? Is that the problem? If he has any scout packages... I'm not entirely sure. Whoa, okay, he did it. Okay, we got there in the end. He had to really think about it, but he got there. Okay, we found a forest tile that's found a new city next to it. Alright. Dude, we're just founding cities everywhere. There's no sort of, like, negotiation with any other countries or anything. We're just claiming it. We're just claiming it. Okay, resource buildings needs to be placed on a specific type of tile. Lumberjack must be placed on a forest tile and produce wood. You don't say. And we need to, of course, we need to add some peasants as well. Right, let's slap a lumberjack in there. Oh, Osric's on it. Now he's getting somewhere. And then we'll build a single peasant home. Ah, okay. So once that number next to Sir Osric is his scout packages, then I guess. So he needs to go and recharge those before he can scout further. Interesting. Oh, he's back. Oh, it seems like he'll just do that automatically as well. Okay. I'm down with that. Cool. We have a home. We have lumberjacks. Inhabitants have needs and wants, and this is reflected in the resources they consume. If their needs are met, they'll remain in the city, but if not, they will become unhappy and move out. This will then take a while for a new inhabitant to move in again, meaning the city will have a smaller workforce available. I feel like this is a you problem, you know? He said he was real busy with all the feasts and the balls and the nuts and the squirrels and everything, but, like, brother, be a king, you know? Resources are broken up into two groups, basic and luxury. Basic resources are more important. If these are missing, inhabitants will be very unhappy. Angry emoji. If both basic resources are provided, then inhabitants will no longer move out and will fill all slots of residential buildings, meaning the city has a full workforce. Luxury resources provide extra happiness, but are not enough if the basics are missing. Besides making sure that inhabitants don't move out, happiness is also important because inhabitants provide money to the city depending on their happiness. It's just like real life, except people are happy. Now you have two cities, they'll begin to trade with one another. However, traders will not move very quickly over normal tiles. You can speed them up and make the economy more efficient by connecting the castle and all the cities with roads. Again, very civilization inspired. And we're going to build a road. That's what we're going to do. So, I guess we... Oh, that's nice. We just drag it. Alright. Each city has its own budget, which it will spend on buying resources from other cities. It will also sell resources it overproduces. Prices of resources in the economy are determined by supply and demand. I feel like there's a button missing in there that starts with T and ends with Arif. We can work it out. Managing the production and flow of resources in the economy, and therefore indirectly managing the prices, is vital for success. Don't put me in charge of the economy. I can barely... My debit card stopped working the other day, and I had a meltdown. I can't do this. This is because on every trade you levy a trade tax of 25%. There it is. Okay, we're in. This is your primary source of income. Try to build an economy where cities are specialized and must import many resources from one another, but beware of monopolies as they may drive up prices and make the economy inefficient. This started off as like a cheerful little board game, and now I'm feeling quite overwhelmed and depressed. You can see the market price of a resource in the resource overview in the top left, up here, above me. If you click on a resource, you will switch to focus mode. Lots of additional information will be available, including production and consumption. Okay. So, first city will produce potatoes and buy wood. Second city will produce wood and buy potatoes. Well, that makes perfect sense. And the castle gets like a little kickback every time I see. Oh my god, they're zooming. As I mentioned before, transporters move resources inside a city, traders move resources between cities. City has a limited amount of either of these, meaning they can get overloaded if a lot must be moved at once. We can upgrade a city to increase the number of traders and transporters. Upgrades can be applied at any time, provided you have coins and resources. Okay, let's select... Boom. Fern shade. We don't have any wool. Well, I'm working on that. You know, give me a minute. We can upgrade to a village. Nice, okay. So they're working on that. We're already running at like maximum speed, by the way. Mainly because I want to show off like a lot of this game in the demo, and I feel like we're only going to get through the tutorial, so we might as well just go fast. Cool. Well, that looks lovely. You have finished the first part of the tutorial. In part 2, you will learn about researching advanced buildings and upgrades and modifications. Beautiful. So there's a nice little intro to Let Them Trade so far. I do kind of like that it's focused more on the trading and economy side of a city building game, because I feel like trading is not really a thing in most games like this. It is getting, I suppose, more prevalent with things like Manor Lords and other games like that, but it's not something that comes up that often, and it seems like this game so far is geared towards that side of things, which is a nice little change, and along with the art style, it does give off a very different vibe to other similar games, so that's quite nice. So we will move on to the next tutorial and see what we got with advanced buildings. Greetings, my dear subject. Listen, we're gonna have to talk about this. I have a name. Oh, I've got promise though, so that's okay. Today we'll be learning about research, upgrades, and modifications. I've been siphoning off a few coins, from the infrastructure budget, to pay for my birthday party, In times of austerity, you got me so flustered I forgot how to read. You are the worst. In times of austerity, a strong leader must make tough decisions and set priorities, like birthday parties. Sadly, this has led to minor unintended consequences, such as the complete and utter dilapidation of the kingdom's bridges. This is sounding very familiar, I must say. So you want me to fix that? Or... See those roads over there leading to the shore? The bridge connects to them collapsed, and the two towns can't trade. Let's connect them again before we get started. Yeah, okay. You are the worst. That's a nice little bridge, though. While wood and potatoes are nice, we want to produce other resources. Planks are a resource made from wood at the sawmill and are required to build most buildings. However, before you can build a sawmill, you must first research it in the research tree. Show me where. Research is done in the castle. Normally you must build the research center yourself, but I will construct it for you today to help speed up the process. Well, thank you. That's very kind of you. Boom. Open the research tree in the top left corner, click on the sawmill. Castle will send traders to purchase the required resources and transport them back, where they will be converted into research points. You also pay market prices. If a resource is expensive, it will cost you. Cool. Cool, thank you. Right. That's great. Okay. Excuse me, I had to briefly teleport so we can get a better look at things on the left side of the screen. Right, sawmill is what we need to research. So, we will get started on that, and it's in the queue. So what do we need? Or is that just gonna... So I'm just going to keep trucking by itself. Yes, you can see on the left side now we have our mean market price of various things. Fish. Rising. I'm not... Oh, this graph is kind of set out in a weird way. It's like scrolling to the left slowly. Right, you guys researching? You going? Okay. And now I'm blocking the research center. Classic. Classic. Anyway, back here, we have the research center on the right-hand side of the screen. I will simply disappear. And that is chugging along quite nicely. So it just needs some wood, which they've got. It's been transported there very nicely. You see all these carriages moving around. And it is also nearly done. Let's speed things up. Boom. Done. Great. Sawmill has appeared in the build menu. Alright, it's under peasants. Bosh. Sawmill achieved. Aren't you glad that we got that? And the bridge back. You know, the bridge that fell apart because the king was too busy paying for birthday parades. Or golf. I don't know. Nice. Okay, it is also possible to research new upgrades. Once unlocked, these will allow you to select a production or residential building and upgrade it to a new level. Try out one of the lumberjacks. Select level 2 in the research tree. You got it, chief. Right. Researching lumberjack level 2, and it's going. I kind of mistakenly upgraded the sawmill to level 2 because I forgot how to read. You know, there is a difference between a sawmill and a lumberjack. They are not the same thing. However, comma, that's the way my brain read it. And in my defense, it's 6 PM on a Saturday. So, I'm not all there. Upgrading a lumberjack to level 2 will increase its output by a good amount. I'm going to cut in. At least the sawmill is now level 2. I am prepared. Select a lumberjack. Click on the upgrade icon in the top left of the building UI. Right, where is my lumberjack? You're over here. Boom. Upgrading. Eventually. Can we do both? Can do both. Sweet. So they are working on that. Boom. In addition to allowing you to level up your buildings, researching upgrades will also unlock modifications. Modifications are different to upgrades in that they can be turned on and off at no additional cost. They are unique to every building and come in different types. Some provide bonuses depending on tiles, some change the building's inputs and outputs, and others change how many and what type of inhabitants may work or live there. Right, both production and residential buildings have modifications, but let's test out the Forester modification for the lumberjack, which was unlocked to level 2. Okay, let's go with you. +1 peasant slots, plus 50% output, apparently. Okay, let's look at buying resources of your castle. If set to auto-buy, your castle will send out traders to automatically purchase resources for the research center and other castle buildings. In the resources tab of the castle UI, you can set the target storage amount for each of the resources currently in the economy. When you toggle auto-buy, depending on the amount you set, the castle will automatically buy or sell the selected resource. This may take a little while, as the castle will negotiate a fair price, which takes time, you betcha. If you want to speed this process up, you can use the direct buy functionality. Resource tab of the castle UI. List of cities and their offers will be displayed for a particular resource, allowing you to purchase or sell at the listed price from that city. The price will not be as good, however, it is fast and convenient. Alright, let's buy some wood. Okay. Oh wow, this is certainly something. Right, we want wood. Trade resource with other cities. Okay, okay. Oh my god, the price is changing at all times. What are we doing? So we can buy 10 from Fernwell. The price is going down. Hold. Hold. Wait for it. Oh, it's still dropping. It's still dropping. 6.1. Buy, buy, buy. Yeah, there we go. That'll do. I was just sat there just watching the... That's going to be like 90% of this game, isn't it? I'm going to need resources, and I'm just going to be sitting there like, wait, the price is dropping. The price is dropping! Oh, dear. You have finished the second part of the tutorial. This whole video is going to be a tutorial, and to be honest with you, like, really glad, because I feel like I wouldn't have got any of this figured out by myself. Right, let's move to... I think this is the final part of the tutorial. Welcome to your first real job. I'm a big boy now. Isn't this place lovely? Trees, mountains, and by the scent of salt in the air, the ocean must be nearby. Do you know what would make this place even more beautiful? If it were economically productive. Build up a basic economy with all the resources which the peasant inhabitant class needs. Potatoes, wood, fish, and wool. We're simple people. I built a research centre and a provisioner to speed things up a bit. Alright, so... we have the wiki button up here as well. Hang on a minute. There are no cities here. We're going to have to start from scratch. Start with 2 cities, 1 for potatoes and 1 for wood. Okay, hang on a minute. Let me look at the wiki button. Oh. The Mr. Nuts Economy Wiki. A complex, self-regulating, but accessible simulated market economy. You know what, viewers? I'm going to leave this to you for when you play the game because, listen, we got some essays to flick through. This is surprisingly detailed, and I'm into it, to be honest. I feel like I could have a lot of fun with this. I mean, it's better for me to run a virtual economy on a lovely little board with a cat in the background and an enormous acorn. It's better for me to run that virtual economy than run my own economy, because I'm clearly not very good at that. Okay, so, basics. We need a city centre, which we will put, I guess, here. Lots of wood. And then we need another city centre, just like fertile land, right? So I suppose here would be the best place to go because there's a lot of it around. And then we will... well, I don't really want the road to go through all the forest we need, right? So we'll do it like this to connect those, and then we need peasants. Well, we need lumberjacks, so we'll slap 2 of them down, and then we'll put some peasant houses down. Oh, lovely oak shade, very nice. And then we will go maximum speed, of course. Potato farm, potato farm. So we need two of each, easy. And then we need to scout tiles with the knight. So we'll put you on scout mode. Sir Landor. Oh my god, there were so many like happy noises going on there. A happy population wants more than the basics. They want luxuries. I, for example, cannot imagine life without my solid gold and mother of pearl jacuzzi. I'm starting to really dislike this king. In the case of peasants, their luxury resources are fish and wool. You will need to build 2 new cities, 1 for sheep farms, 1 for fisheries. Sheep farms can be built on any green fertile soil tiles. Fisheries must be built on fishing ground tiles. And we need to research those both at the castle. Okay, so the shoreline is that away. So we'll get Sir Landor over there. Sir Landor Norris on his horse McLaren. And we will set you to go wander off over there. See you later. So he'll figure that out while we do other things. Which we're getting to. Potatoes loading. Wood loading. Sir Landor has been very successful. So can we just put down... yeah, I mean that's miles away, that city, but we can just put that down. Right, and then we need another city for the wool. So we will place that... I mean, it just needs fertile land, right? I guess, we found fish! Success! Give me a minute, lads. I'm trying to farm sheep. We'll put you there. Did we get peasant houses? Oh, no, I didn't put peasant houses down for, the potato farms, which means no one is actually farming. So that's a good start. Right, Thistle Hollow. Congratulations, you are going to have sheep farms, I guess. Although, is that an option for us yet? Lumberjack, potato farm. Don't think we've unlocked sheeps yet. We gotta wait. Right, but they're trucking. They're trading. That's good. And then we need to do a very long road all the way to this new city, because they're going to make us some fish. And then we will also connect Thistle Hollow. Beautiful. I'm getting the hang of this. Right. So we need to build a fishery. No one in this place is happy because we also don't have any housing. So let me just do that. We also need housing at Thistle Hollow. Dude, Sir Landor is doing work. Look at him go. He's all over the place on his little wooden horse. What a guy. Kind of, I keep forgetting about peasant housing. I'm like, yeah, we actually need like people to do this stuff. Cool. Okay, so when do we unlock the fishery? Wow, they are trucking. Look at them go. Oh, research. That's how we do it. We need to research the... do we need to research the sawmill first? Yes, we do. Okay. So that's researching the sawmill. And then I guess we'll put the sheep farm in the queue. It's kind of nice that you can just queue it, the research. And then we can just speed up time and just let it go. We can all just have a little drink or something. I do need to build a sawmill, so we'll wait until that's researched. Which is at 30%, so we're going to do some editing. Okay, sawmill achieved. So we will pop one of those. Wait, which one's the forestry? It's Oakshade. There we go. Pop a sawmill down there. And now, in the top left here, we have the fishery under research. Dude, you know what? As long as I remember to actually research things, I feel like I'm getting the hang of this. Eventually. But it's, you know, it's a slow process for weekend brain. Listen, I'm used to playing a lot of stuff like Hitman at the moment. I'm just blip-blapping every day of my life, and instead I've swapped roles and now I'm trying to run a city, and listen, it takes some work. Right, fishery has been researched, so we will pop one of you there. You know what, we'll do two, why not? Be greedy. That's lovely. You know what, let's just watch them build it, because I don't think we've actually like closely watched them constructing anything yet, but it's very satisfying. I love that it's all made out of these different little... I just noticed even the fish are made out of wood. We've got little wooden fish just circling. That's fantastic. Oh my good... Oh, wow. I didn't realize I could zoom out that far. Wait, does this mean we can zoom towards the cat? Hold on. Hold. We've got ear. We've got cat ear. That's as close as we can get, I think. I just love that there's just a random cat there. I'm stuck on like exploring. It actually is a board game. 10 out of 10. Details matter. I don't know why that's so enjoyable to me, but I love that it is like actually a board game. Okay, I got distracted. What are we doing? Sheep farms. Sheeps for the peeps. There we go. Okay, now we just need to produce wool, trade 50 wool, and upgrade a couple of our cities. So let's upgrade Oakshade. We don't have any wool. Listen, mate, I'm working on it. I'm rushed off my feet. And then we'll upgrade Frosthaven as well. And then I think it's just a waiting game. I think... Never mind. We're getting there. You now have an economy with the basic and luxury resources for the peasants. That was actually all I had planned for today, but it's so nice now that there is all this lovely trade going on. This would be the perfect place for me to build a holiday retreat. A little tower where I can put my feet up and look out over my domain, watching all those people out there toiling in the dirt. You've got to have your little hobbies. I'll do some overtime. We're at half an hour. For the tower, you're going to need a few extra resources, so don't forget to do some more research. You're such a jerk. Right, what do we need for the tower? Oh my days. Oh my goodness, we need a lot. Whoa! There's so much. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, you're going to have to bear with. So build a tower. Oh, in one of the cities. Okay. How do we go about that? Peasants. It's very unspecific saying build a tower. Ah, okay. So we need 50 wood, 50 planks, 50 stone, and 50 wheat. Oh, you weren't kidding, were you? Okay, so we need a quarry. Goodness me. Which needs a lot of things. It needs wood and planks. Alright, well, through the power of editing, I'm going to go collect the things we need to build a tower. Right, we have our wheat field over here, and our quarry over here, so we finally have, well, we're working on the required amount of things that we need to build Stupid King's stupid tower. So, thankfully, we can get going. I think we will put it, I'm a big fan of, like, trying to inconvenience him. So, I think we'll put it on the far side over by this mountain. And they will get to it when they get to it, you know? I feel like we're not in any rush. The king seems like kind of a jerk. But oh my god, they're trucking. They're going, though. Look at those little wooden fellas go. I have just noticed that all the sheep are just little carved toy sheep. And I adore that. I just love... There's something so funny to me. Forza Horizon did it really well with their Lego update. When they did a Lego DLC and they had cows that just looked like this. Like, their legs don't move. They are simply just static objects that just bounce across the screen. And there is something about that that is so amusing to me. I really enjoy it. So it's very fun to watch the little wooden sheep just bouncing around. It's very nice. Guys, I think you're making this tower, like, way too nice. I think we could drop it to, like, 50% effort for this tower. I mean, the king does not care for you. He's building it just to watch you work. So, I feel like you... Let's not rush things, you know? Let's not make everything quick and speedy and perfect. Just take your time. Right, I think that is the last bit of wheat, which means tower complete. Very well done. This all looks fantastic. You really are a very handy person to have around. Hardworking, dedicated, completely lacking any moral compunction about ruthlessly exploiting the natural world for material gain. Well, joke's on you. I put nails on all of the beds and chairs in the tower, and I also put rat poison in your food. I did say I was playing Hitman a lot recently. The rat poison's been on my mind, if I'm being honest with you. And I think the king might enjoy it. That's all I have in store for you at the moment, but I do hope we'll be able to work together again. Do you know what? We probably will. Until next time, toodaloo. There we go. So that is, so far, the tutorial / demo for Let Them Trade, and it's been a lot of fun. I have really enjoyed that. It is, as much as I take the piss out of the king, because let's be honest, who wouldn't? I have really enjoyed that, actually. I think we need to start coming up with some sort of rating system for these demos. But all I will say for now, in lieu of a rating, is I'm sticking it on my wish list on Steam. Because I do definitely want to play the full version of this. And as you can see on screen now, there is going to be an update for this demo in Steam Next Fest, which is next month. I will try and do some videos for Steam Next Fest, as always. And maybe we'll try Let Them Trade again and check out the Knights and Bandits update. Protect your economy from cheeky bandits. Encounter a real threat to your precious economy system. Send out your knight to convince these little rascals to kindly go their way. And make your knight stronger by equipping them with a trusty entourage. So that is what we've got to look forward to in the next version of this demo. The current demo that I've just played does have this tutorial and other little bits of, I suppose, free building for you to toy around with. So make sure you check that out if you are interested in Let Them Trade. But this has been fun. I look forward to playing the next version of the demo and the game when it does eventually come out, which, like I said at the start of the video, is Q3 2025. So we're looking at around July, August, perhaps, maybe September. Probably more likely September, October time, I would imagine. But yeah, it's coming fairly soon. It's a lot of fun. I really adore the art style. I'm having a lot of fun just watching all of these little wooden soldiers and traders roaming around. It's very lovely, and I love the whole board game aesthetic of it. including finding out that it's an actual board game, which is just on the chair in the background of this game, along with the cat, which I'm going to go look at the cat again. It's very pleasant. But that has been Let Them Trade. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure to give this video a like. Subscribe if you want to see more content similar to this. There's all sorts of demos, playthroughs, etc. on this channel, which you can check out. And hopefully, I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.